horse drifted alarmingly in the betting was, Felsted in the morning continued to drift. It was late on the exchanges to lose. It was something you'd see in a Dick Francis novel, Charles Buttons.
The ground is soft. It's
heavy.
It's soft on times.
It's heavy.
Okay.
Hello. Yes, it's that time of the week. We're back. We missed an episode last week, which we thoroughly apologise for. But the gang are back in town with another Sunday sermon. It's myself, John Lang, and Chris. Good evening, chaps.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Interesting show we've got lined up. There's some real positive stuff. There's possibly a few negative stuff. We've got a bombshell later in the show. Before further ado, I'd just like to thank you to our sponsors, Cook on Sunday, the legendary cooking channel on YouTube, SoundCloud, that is garnering quite a stir. The latest episode is on Christmas dinners. The Christmas dinners, everyone thinks things are set in stone. I can tell you now, John has got a killer sprout recipe.
It won't kill you.
I'm a non-sprout lover myself. So get on to Cook on Sunday on YouTube, like and subscribe. The channel, honestly, really is an entertaining show. And I can only say that John and Nick have got many talents.
And cooking isn't one of them, though.
Hey, absolutely. Before we get this show fully underway, just a shout out to Terry Woolard and the family. Poor Terry is an avid listener, rarely misses an episode. What's wrong with him? He's not in the best of health at the moment, and family always listen to this show. He has it on loud, and thank you, the Woolard family, for looking after Terry at the moment in very, very tough times. And we dedicate this show to the Woollards. Right, where shall we start this week? The racing, John.
Yeah.
It didn't float my boat at all. People complain at us. They say, oh, you flat merchants, you never have anything positive to say about jumps racing, this, that, and t'other. But I'll be honest, mate, I was struggling to get any excitement going on Saturday. I don't know. Did you feel the same?
I felt probably worse.
I'm going to say you're probably the wrong person to ask.
I'm struggling with it at the minute. With the prevailing mood in the country and everything, you could really do with racing giving you a bit of a pick-me-up, couldn't you?
Yep.
It's just not forthcoming, is it? A.P. McCoy, bloody people going and winning big. And
Talk about A.P. McCoy. Faye Bramley, obviously, is the licence holder, but a lot of people are messaging us about this, saying, is McCoy running things in the yard? Can never be sure, but I'm told so. Is this an issue for you, John, that Faye Bramley's got the licence, but AP might be doing the training?
It would only be an issue if ITV Racing suddenly starts saying she's the best thing since sliced bread. Every show. I think if he is running things, he probably ought to give up his ITV post. Not that he ever seemed very happy to be there anyway. But
is he ever happy? I've never seen him happy.
It doesn't seem it. I don't think anybody with a regular spot on the telly, especially commercial channel, should be part of a business that's looking to get more owners in and things like that, because I don't really see how they can be objective about it.
Did you see any ITV coverage over the weekend? And if so, what did you make of it?
I think they're doing as well as they can with the material they've got on offer, to be honest. It's just really hard to sell at the minute, I think. The Champions Full Gallop that's run its second season, they're trying to sell the sport through that, and it's probably improved slightly. It's still nowhere near what it should be. And to me, it just shows racing's populated by some fairly unlikable people, to be honest.
That sort of leads me on to the first discussion point, really. Why racing is in the situation it's in. We've highlighted this for many a year, saying it's the gravy train lot. There's no apple carts upset, is there? No one dare say anything wrong against their sponsors, if you like. The famous one the other week, and I keep saying it, being Catamol. He come out with victory for racing tax, and then he was reminded by his paymasters at Bet Goodwin to take that down and tweet something else. Again, this is organised control, and this is where I think if racing is to go forwards, for example, race courses in the BHA, John, what can they do to help racing grow? Well, for starters, they can get more involved on social media.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you did a survey on the BHA and what does everyone think of them, I think the most common denominator is the fact how aloof they are to the normal race goer, the normal fan of the sport. Now, if they were less aloof, I know they've set up a podcast, but I don't think that's enough. I think they need to engage constantly with people, with fans of the sport, promote the sport. Racecourses the same. You see racecourse accounts, they'll tweet the going report, that's it. Nothing from them.
With a few notable exceptions, I don't think there's anybody at the BHA that would have the first idea how to liaise with day-to-day punters.
Correct. The middle classes, John, and you can see it in the Labour movement, the middle classes despise working class people. They absolutely detest them. In fact, the working class still has more in common with the aristocracy than they do the middle class. And you saw that in the 60s with sort of high life and low life, where, you know, there was that brief coming together between aristocrats and the working class. The middle class hate working class people. You look at the way in which the whole sort of, you know, the kind of the raising of English flags across Britain, how the middle class sneer at them. They hate, and of course the middle class, the BHE is predominantly staffed by middle class people. That's the nature of it. Yes, there are some aristos in various posts within the jockey club, etc. But fundamentally, it's a middle class organisation who fucking hate the working class, and so, you know, they don't want to engage with them. With us, with ordinary punters, they wouldn't know how to. They don't have the language, the skill, the interpersonal skills, because there's no shared life experience.
No.
You might as well be talking to someone from, you know, sub-Saharan Africa, subsistence farmers. You just don't know because you've got no shared experience, and they've got no chance until you change the demographic of the people running the sport. You're never going to get any engagement, or not any meaningful engagement anyway.
I'm not going to bash the BHL.
No, just this bit.
Just this bit. There's a lot of parties within racing that could do so much more. The media, for example, the racing media. I'm sorry, I've got to say, at this moment in time, Racing Post, you are a disgrace.
Yes.
You are an industry mouthpiece. You are a bookmaking fraternity mouthpiece.
That's all it is. It's state-sponsored journalism.
Yeah.
It's Pravda. That's it. It's party, you know, party doctrine. That's all they recite. Useless, awful.
For the youth of today, I had a nice message earlier this week who's in his early 30s and he loves the show as well. So he's probably our youngest listener. But do you remember back in the day when anyone that saw under 40, the old Sporting Life days, and the level of journalism back then?
Different degree, wasn't it?
It was compelling reading. I can remember when we were running the bookies, it was a fantastic read. I'd pick it up and I won't be reading the form I'd sit down with a cup of coffee and I'd be just reading the articles like profusely, because there was some absolutely fantastic writing talent. Back in the early days, Alistair Down, there was Claude Duval, even though he might have turned up. Claude Duval, who's the one that was a nonce?
Clement Frey.
Yeah,
that's it.
Fucking wrong un, wasn't they? Yeah.
He was a wrong un, but he knew what a pen was. He had some fantastic articles, and obviously we don't talk about nonsense, but you know what I mean.
There were more serious people, Lee. You see, what you have now in the media and in politics, you have a whole class of very, very unserious people. And you go back to the days, not the great, I mean, whatever you think of, wasn't ever a fan, but you know, go back to 70s and 80s. Politicians, for all their many faults, were just in the main more serious people. Both sides of the house. You had a more serious media. You had a more serious television, and you know, people just took life, it was just more serious. Now it's basically a comic, because it's just all worshipping at the altar of social media. What's going to get eyes on this? So you have lots of spurious and fatuous tweets put out by the Racing Post. You know, what's Nicky Henderson's favourite colour, or something equally stupid. And it's the tyranny of the stupid we live under, unfortunately, and that's the problem. Everything's so dumbed down.
Yeah, so if I were to be a chair now, I'd be thinking, is there some way we can liaise with somebody at Sky Sport? Because despite racing being the second highest watched sport in the UK, how many times do Sky Sports themselves promote racing? They've got the channel, but outside of the channel, they don't do it on their Sky Sports news channel very much. I had a way with Matt Chapman, who, by the way, will be on our Christmas show next week. So something, if you want to get any questions in for Matt, then do so. He says that Sky, he's done slots on there before. Yeah. But to be honest, why aren't I seeing it? I've got Sky Sports news on a lot. That's the point of contact, isn't it? It's get Sky Sports, say, can we do a racing show on the mainstream channel, maybe for 15, 20 minutes once a week, and call it the racing show? There must be slots available that's more mainstream than just having Sky Sports Racing on, that's talking to the masses, the people that just want to watch a bit of sport and didn't realise there's a big race happening on Saturday that had very little publicity.
Yes.
You look at Sky, the way they promote things, Formula One, darts, things like that. They're not considered. I mean, darts has taken off, but it's not racing. It's not horse racing. They haven't got the audience that racing has. And this is where I think the BHA might be want to talk to people at Sky. And is there anything we can do to have a weekly racing show to the mainstream?
When you go back there was just silly little things that kept Joe Public in touch with the sport. And I'll give you an example. Terry Wogan's radio show on Radio 2.
Yeah.
At 8:20 every morning, you had Wogan's winner. And it never won.
No.
But it was a tip, and it made people aware there was racing on.
Yep, it's true.
And it kept them just that little bit in touch with the game. Just little things like that are gradually being eroded.
And certain newspapers obviously not printing the race cards anymore.
Yeah.
So that's bad. And it's probably worse than I ever probably thought it was at the time when publications were dropping race cards from their newspapers. This is the thing, that everyone needs to be proactive. Brand ambassadors as well. How many brand ambassadors are there in racing?
How many actually earn their fees? Not to the point.
Exactly, right. Instead of just posting blogs and chucking a tip up, why don't they utilise their position as a brand ambassador? At the end of the day, it's in the interest of the bookmakers as well to engage more traffic racing, and then they can cross-sell the slots, the evil product, to the racing folk. It's in their interest for the ambassador to heavily promote the sport.
Yeah.
I don't think some of them do anywhere near enough. They just think, I'll just chuck a tip out and stand there on Instagram or whatever, and it's not enough.
Write a fucking stupid blog saying, yes, he's coming back in the Christmas hurdle.
Yeah.
Chances are he won't be seen until February.
But they're unserious people in the main, aren't they? That's the problem. They are fundamentally unserious people, and that's what unserious people do. There's no craft, there's no commitment. It's just give me the money. They'll knock out 200 words of doggerel, and that's it. That's it.
What's that word again? Doggerel.
Well, yeah, doggerel's like rhyme. It's like rough rhymes. But it's not. It's just sort of like greeting card doggerel. You get a cheesy rhyme in a Hallmark Christmas card. That sort of whimsical rubbish. It's nonsense. And they're paid. They are, as John says, that they are brand ambassadors for their brand, not for the sport. So it's in their interest to ensure that the customers lose money. And that's the crazy situation we have. We have a sport that's, reliant on the customers doing their bollocks. And that's plainly mad.
Well, it is. We've even said about the funding model in past shows that even though racing is going to have a lot of headwinds and a lot of struggles going forward, something has to change to try and swivel the downturn. Obviously, numbers coming through in the foal crops. We're losing good horses abroad because the money's just not worth it. This is something that we have to sit round and discuss because it's going downhill anyway.
Yeah, it's gone. Yep.
The sport's done. If it carries on with the same funding model, it's done. There we go. So who knows what's going to happen? Hopefully levy reform can take place in the coming months. And as I said before, to people on social media, get round, let's discuss, let's stop being childish and having snidey remarks and snipes at people on social media, myself included. I'll tell myself off. Let's be proactive and positive. And then racing can improve if we're all on the same hymn sheet and the same page. If there's carrying on infighting about well, this so-and-so and that so-and-so and this so-and-so, it's going to get no one anywhere. So let's do that and let's be positive, and hopefully 2026 will negate those headwinds somewhat with positive discussion and debate about the future of racing. And if you're not a Bar Stewards Patreon member, I suggest you do so, because John's wrote a good article on Patreon that's available for Patreon subscribers only. Honestly, it's really good. And I don't agree with all of it. That's the point, though, isn't it? John has ideas, thoughts, why we are where we are. I encourage more people to get involved in that debate. I really do. It's a special article. Just £9 plus VAT a month for Bar Stewards Extra. And obviously there's the good tipping counts, Edge and Early Bird, that of course are doing really well. Early Bird in particular has done really well, as you'd expect so. But then we are very good at spotting Rick. That's the name of the game. And if you can get on overnight, even if it's only 20 quid, I guarantee you it's going to be worth you doing so. We're making a lot more than the subscription fees cost if you're having 20 quid a horse and you're managing to get that price as soon as we go live at 5:30 the day before the actual race. Other stuff, John Hunt thing, I really struggle as a parent myself, I don't know how I could cope if something like that happened to my loved ones. And the bravery of John Hunt, I think, is incredible. I don't know how he goes through it.
I certainly don't know how he's coped. I mean, I can get a blown my brains out, in all honesty. The fact that he can get up on a morning and go to work and even function after what the poor lad's been through is testament to his courage and his love for his remaining daughter.
He's had to stay strong, I think, for her as well. And
Incredible.
that shows you what a man he is. Chris, anything to add?
No, I think anything would sound hollow. I echo John's comments entirely. I think he's extraordinary.
Yeah, we're wishing the Hunt and the Hunt Family Fund good future. And if it's something that you would like to donate to this Christmas, if you are one of those that donates to charities at Christmas, the Hunt Family Fund, I think, would be a worthy cause.
I think we'll post the link, won't we?
Yeah, we can do. Absolutely. I think it's a duty of a podcast that have to do things because we're sponsored by somebody or this and the other. So, yeah, I think it's something we should do. We'll put the link on Twitter. Talking more positivity as we go on.
All right.
Go racing in Yorkshire.
Well, Lottie.
Yeah, Lottie Brader. This is this time of year again where even if we sell one season ticket for them, it will be a plus. And I think we can do better than that. I think you guys out there that go racing, what a gift this is. The Go Racing in Yorkshire ticket is £475 or £795 for two people living at the same address for a joint season ticket if you say a husband and wife combination. Grandstand admission to all 9 race courses, including the Skybet Ebor Festival and Doncaster St Ledger meeting. You get 184 fixtures for that. 184. 65 weekend and bank holiday fixtures, 22 evening fixtures, club days throughout the year. And what we're going to do, we're going to support one of the Go Racing Yorkshire club days where you can actually get to meet us, John.
Lovely.
Fuck me.
You get to meet us.
Ticket's 50 quid, isn't it? That just for the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get involved with the Go Racing Yorkshire Club Day, and me and John will certainly come along. And if I can somehow twist Chris's arm and give him expenses.
Fully comped. I want to be a whale, fully comped. Don't put me on him. After that 28 quid on fucking sweets at Thirsk, I'm still paying that down. £28. God.
And I'm sure as well, if you get in touch with Charlotte, you'll also get a picture of her Cosmos.
Excuse me?
That's worth a monkey of anyone's, mate. And they are magnificent, let me tell you. Gravity defying they are. And the flowers are nice as well, I tell you, yeah.
Charlotte will happily, I think, provide you with a picture of her Cosmos. So 475 or 795. And listen to this stuff. You can actually pay it in installments over 3 or even 10 months.
On the drip. That's what we want, on the drip.
On the drip. So it's like SD Racing, Stephen Derbyshire. He loves a bargain. He goes racing all the time. How is this not the best bargain in British racing? There's nothing beats this. The website to go to for Go Racing Yorkshire is www.goracing.co.uk. So go there. You can sort out your season ticket.
And get in quick and get one early because it'll be one of the later ones that ends up having to make us.
I'm not even finished yet.
Oh, God. But you're in their pockets. They have you. They have you.
No, if you quote Bar Stewart single at the checkout, you get £20 off a ticket.
Oh, blimey.
Good God.
So another score off. And if you quote Bar Stewart's joint at the checkout, Bar Stewart joint.
You need a joint listening to this shit, isn't it? Yeah, go on.
£30 off for a joint ticket. I feel like Terry Tibbs off Phone Jack. You know, like, talk to me.
Got one of those television shopping channels, isn't it? And that's not all. We've discounted by a further score. Yeah, shopping channel.
Do you want a Rolex as well?
Yeah. We've absolutely sold it. And I'll tell you what a Christmas gift for somebody, though. That there must be people listening to this show that's got a granddad lives in Yorkshire, goes racing 10, 12 times a year. What a gift that'd be for a grandparent.
Just secured your inheritance if you buy your granddad that. You'll be writing you into the will. So it could be an investment.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Don't get in the usual canoe.
No, yeah. Or elasticated trousers or from the Sunday Express,
Chums, yeah.
So, get to meet the Bar Stewards on a club day next season, which I think you'll probably want to avoid. But if you're that way out, then that's what'll happen. And also just to announce that they're also promoting a triple jumps pass go racing in Yorkshire, which is Catterick Wednesday 21st of January, Wetherby 22nd of Jan, and Doncaster on Friday 23rd of Jan for 36 notes.
I can't go wrong.
36 notes, 12 quid a day. You get a race card. You get a punters panel on the day, organised by.
Do we know who's on that?
I don't know, to be honest. And you'll get to see Lottie Brader, a good old show.
That's 36 quid of anyone's money. That's worth it. I'm telling you. Go and spend the 36 quid and see her. Honestly, it's tremendous.
Yeah, tremendous value. Yeah.
Her husband will be coming down in a Land Rover with a shotgun and blow my fucking head off. He said, right, I've just
probably blow mine off.
Enough of this cunt. Yeah. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not what you think. Fucking iron him out. Yeah, quite.
He'll probably think I'm you, and it's like, and he'll come and blow my head off.
I'll tell him that I'm you if he comes down. I said, no, mate, you've got the wrong place.
Wait.
That cunt lived up north. Nothing to do with me. Yeah.
Well, you know what these farmers are like, get off my land and all that.
Yeah, you're right, they are. A bit handy with the old shotgun, like Tony Martin, wasn't it?
He won't be bothered how far he has to travel. He'll be on Red Diesel, won't he?
Don't pay anything, do they? Fucking farming, easiest game in the world, that, isn't it? Yeah.
Christmas gifts. Anything else, like for racing fanatics, that you would get someone for Christmas?
Booking therapy.
Yeah. Yeah, that online course. Yeah, online therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy.
A new hobby.
Get you in with a fucking shrink.
Yeah, a new hobby.
Be a fan of racing and you're going to need psychological help.
That was the thinking behind me getting a psychiatrist couch.
Yeah, you've not got that now, have you?
He sold it for betting money, yeah.
No, I've still got it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
You never know when you might need to lie down and tell somebody about your childhood.
Yes. Tell me about your mother. Yes, quite.
Childhood, the losing run from hell. The one losing run where, like, you just think the world hates me, Everyone's had them, but yeah, good old losing runs. On to some questions. Without your input, this show would be pretty useless, to be honest. So we thank you for your questions.
Yes.
Questions are a little low at the moment, but I reckon that's because we missed a week.
Disloyal. People are disloyal, aren't they? They've found something else to spend their Sunday.
They soon move on, don't they? It's like they kiss a girl in a nightclub and then next Friday they neck in with someone else.
Week 3 they got AIDS, so...
When you're not there. Bill Carson has been on and he said, shouldn't take long to discuss the bilge served up yesterday. Well, we have said it. It was pretty uninspiring. Some achievement by the Moore family, saddling the first 3 home in the opener at Lingfield. Of course, they had all 3 runners. This is it. I don't want to be negative on national racing. I don't feel like being negative at the moment. I think we should all try and be positive, but some of the fields, John, 4, 5 runners, 6 runners, they're not filling, are they? They're not.
I had a bit of feedback from the article this morning telling me I have to stop being such a cunt about national racing. So I'm going to try and be a lot more positive in the future.
Yeah, there you go. I know who sent you that. But again, it's that document you did on Patreon. I think it's great because it provokes debate and discussion on things. But I do worry for national racing a little bit.
You'd probably worry if I got my hands on it.
I know, I think so. We have to keep you away from that bit. If you're head of the BHA, John, I'm going to put you in flat department.
Well, the countdown would have started, wouldn't it?
Yeah. News this week. Before we come on to more questions, we learned about Kempton Racecourse. Lydia Hislop commented on it today that we posted long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yes.
That Kempton, as good as sold, done, if you like. It appears it's in the hands, John, of developers. They own the rights to Kempton, as in when the developers get something through, and as we know with government, they're desperate for housing. I think local authorities will get overruled on anything to do with housing these days.
Let's hope it goes through quickly and we can get that super all-weather in Newmarket.
Actually, you would have to do something else, wouldn't you? Because there'd be one all-weather track down. Another interesting thing is that the all-weather tracks in this country, ARC have got all bar 2 of them.
Yeah.
Which is a problem. Because if ARC go, we're leaving this game, we're going to set up our own racing, our own media rights, our own racing rules. Then we got, as it stands, before Kempton shuts eventually.
But then when the BHA say to them, well, anybody racing at your flapping tracks gets a licence revoked, that could be a bit of a racing, couldn't it?
If they're that brave, it's going to be interesting.
They have to be.
The Reuben brothers, obviously, that own Ark, they're quite ruthless.
They're both called Reuben. That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, Reuben brothers. There you go. Yeah, brothers.
First name, isn't it?
But Cruddas is a shrewd operator. He knows what he's doing. Very skilled in terms of business acumen. These are formidable opponents.
Well, I don't fancy the BHA playing poker with them, but they're going to have to
Not-
face them down. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And the only way they can face them down is license stuff.
No, indeed. So Kempton looks at the mercy of developers at some point, but we kind of got that when Dido Harding was appointed, because let's face it, she has the political contacts to make things happen.
She certainly has the ability to downsize things, doesn't she? Budgets, especially.
We know we're going to lose tracks. We know this is inevitable, but it's going to take time for that to happen. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Kempton does go. Is it going to be imminent? Are they going to get permission off government to sort of build?
But you heard it here first. None of your shitty media. And they're going, oh,
Yeah.
fucking bollocks, says people going, that's a load of bollocks. We've heard nothing. And all of a sudden, Lydia Hislop comes out, like, quoting the Racing Post article, as if it's some kind of, incredible piece of insight. Rubbish. We've heard about this months ago. And that's why the legacy media is shit. And no one listens to them for anything.
Well, okay, then. Perfect opportunity and timing after Chris's salvo there in terms of a bombshell.
Salvo as well, wasn't it?
Oh, silver salvo.
A bombshell time. We love a bombshell. This is nothing to do with the racing tax because this has been decided, I believe, a fair while ago. We've got very strong rumours. I'm not going to 100% say this is absolutely cast iron. But because I've had it from two sources, one not so reliable, one very reliable, it kind of adds weight. We've got a lot right over the years, haven't we? This is quite a bombshell for racing, if it's true. I've got very strong information, and John knows about this as well, that Shadwell are to down-tool their operations in the UK. John, this is quite flabbergasting, isn't it? Because we're talking about a legacy here, those colours.
Yeah, I think the thing is, when Sheikh Hamdan died, everybody kind of expected something like this to happen. And then when, is it Sheikh Hissa?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's
when she took it all on, I think it might have lulled people into a false sense of security. She was quite lucky insofar as she was more or less straight into the year of Ba'id.
Yep.
And that's given her a nice little start in the game, but the last couple of years maybe haven't been so clever, and she's probably lost a bit of interest. We are where we are, which is probably where we thought we were 4 years ago.
Do you reckon she's seen bottom line? Like, obviously, Ba'id was the...
Well, let's be fair. Any of these massive Arab owners, if they started to give a flying frog's fat ass about the bottom line, they would be out of this game like shit off a shiny shovel, wouldn't they? I think it's safe to assume somebody's had a look at the bottom line and thought, nah.
Obviously, they've not got as many in training as they once had.
Hence Marcus Tregoning down to 5 winners.
Yeah.
And Maestro like that.
I haven't got specific information on timings, as in, are they imminently going to do it? Are they just going to disperse them? Are they going to put them elsewhere, other countries? That I don't have information on that, but I am told reliably that is the plan, that Shadwell will be no more having horses trained in the UK. That doesn't mean to say that they might not have runners in the UK, but it means that there's no more Shadwell in racing yards, which is just quite astonishing. I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime in terms of, I suppose, it's like the old green colours, John, King Fahd, Prince Fahd Salman, the dark green colours, the famous...
Wafic side as well. Matto Malmatto.
Zilzel, yep, absolutely. There's been some mega famous colours go down over the years, but this is probably the biggest one, without a doubt. It's quite a bombshell for us, because I believe it's true. Like I said, I wouldn't I wouldn't stake my life on it that it is true, but I would back it at a fairly short price that it is. That's all I can say. What do we think, racing listeners? This is not good, is it? But this has nothing to do with the racing tax. It's zero. It looks purely like an economical decision. And this is what we're trying to advocate as a podcast. We're trying to get more support into the racing levy. We're trying to make sure that racing can prosper and survive. If very wealthy owners, the Mactooms, are saying no, as a sport, we have to listen. And this is where leadership's required and also cooperation from all parties. As we said at the start of the show, very important times coming forward. And obviously, it's not the best news if you're a racing fanatic, particularly on the flat, regarding Shadwell. Ice Cold Cube. R.E. the Jim Crack Dinner. Lord Charles Allen ain't exactly Dave Allen, is he?
He's not here to crack funny, is he?
No.
I get what he's saying. You'd like to have seen a bit more jolly up, wouldn't you?
He made some good points about him coming from a customer focused, whatever the phrase is, background, and we need to listen more to our customers. I mean, he identified that as a key priority for the next year, and I agree with that. But as I said, I just think fundamentally, culturally, they're incapable of properly listening to the people that pay their wages.
The thing is, it's the BHA that need to listen to the customers, not listen to the customers via feedback from the bookmakers.
Exactly that.
John, I think, and I hope I'm right on this, whilst they'll still want to work with Big Corp, at the same time, they have put a bit of a wedge and a bit of distance between themselves on their stance in the racing tax debate. Has upset the bookmakers. That's the thing. So for the first time,
I don't think you can trust the bookmakers to act in good faith in things going forward. Like we've had nothing but veiled threats before even this tax situation was implemented about they were going to pull funding and all the rest of it. As we know, there are alternative funding methods. I'm not going to go on here and mark the card for the Big Corp voties anyway, but I don't trust them to act in good faith from this moment on until they show some good faith.
I think it's important they do stop this partisan behaviour, which is to criticise harm groups, which is to criticise James Noyes and to criticise people that have been proactive in actually helping racing get a tax break and not have that increase as other sports and online casinos have had. I get their points of view as well. They foresee problems like we do. Stupid. There has to be a different way now.
But the problems they perceive, Lee, are all their problems. They've never once mentioned anything about worrying about courses going out of business, job losses outside of the betting industry, anything like that. They don't give a monkeys about any of that. And until they're sure they want to work properly together, I wouldn't have them anywhere near it.
No, you see, what my fear is it's kind of the Balkanisation of the racing industry, where ultimately, like the Balkan conflict, has resulted in loads and loads of splinter groups purely acting in self-interest. And I think you're right. I think now's the opportunity to try and build a rapprochement or whatever between the various parties, because ultimately all you're going to get is lots of splinter groups all just acting in their own interests, just like the Balkans.
If you're going to get everybody together, the only way you're going to do it is everybody except the boatmakers. Because the boatmakers will get in there and they will disrupt and sow discord and
throw money around. Yes.
Me being diplomatic, I want people to come round the table.
No.
I don't want to disenfranchise anyone or let them feel that. I want them to get in touch with the right people and have these discussions. I am not important in terms of the debate or anything. There are very credible people, the likes of Thomas Saville, will sit down and discuss with people. And despite the abuse, he's still willing to do it. And this is the thing. Racing should view this as positive, that there's people wanting to do positive things and come together and try and form the best solution. Roscoe's been on and he sort of agrees with everything we're saying because he says racing now is a metaphor for the country under this last government, dying in front of our eyes while the gravy trainers make good. How can a sport that attracts 20 punters midweek ever recover? It needs burning to the ground and starting again somehow. Hence, that's what we did. When something's not working and it's really bad, in a way it's like going bankrupt. You just have to go, right, let's draw a line under it.
Start again almost.
Wipe the board clean. Let's start again and let's come up with some good plans. And I think that's it. He says too many cooks, vested interests. I totally agree, Roscoe. That's exactly the same page we're on. despite a lot of protestations from certain people within the industry, at our stance, I'm still firmly committed to making sure that, if it's one thing I can do before I kipper it, racing can come back to some kind of level that we can be proud of as a sport. So yeah, there we go. Colonel Braxton being on, he says Betfair Exchange is now off Odds Checker. Probably not huge news, but what will Flutter do next, thanks to Rachel Reeves? I think the exchange, probably pointless being on Odds Checker anyway, because the prices were never right, because obviously exchange markets fluctuate a lot quicker than bookmaker prices. What I would say is, I think it's Flutter in general that don't want newbies, as in youngsters, 18-year-olds coming through. They want them on the sports book. They don't want them on the exchange where they're thinking, well, this isn't bad. I'm getting a point bigger or 2 points bigger on exchange. They don't want that.
No.
They want to take their money. They want their money off them. They don't want them on an exchange, which is why it was a huge mistake to let Flutter buy the betting exchange. It should not have been allowed to be bought by a bookmaker. It should have been I know it's market forces, but that's where we've gone wrong. Is it a disaster? Not really. Odds Checker's gone bananas anyway. We want the charging bookmakers to be on there for starters. Andy McGay, do you think online abuse of people in horse racing and other sports is going too far these days? We all criticise jockeys out of frustration sometimes, but some of it is getting very nasty and personal, involving families. BHA and other sports bodies need to step in? ? Thoughts?
I think the ones that overstep the mark with the abuse, in general, I think they're fucking idiots anyway, and I think you probably need to be a little bit thin-skinned to let the sorts of people like that get to you. I mean, I often look on the Racing Post Facebook page after races and things like that, and if a favourite's got beat or something, the amount of people with horses in the profile pictures and things like that that say, donkey, shoot the fucker.
I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah,
that's you, Chris, isn't it?
Yeah, bastard shithouse.
I mean, they tend to be the people that's attacking people on Twitter and tweeting them and what have you. And I mean, obviously I can't speak for anybody else, but I mean, if people say stuff like that to me, I really couldn't give a flying fuck about it.
Social media is only impacts people if they read it. I mean, I know it's easy to say and it's a slightly glib answer, but yeah, I mean, death threats, no, but sort of, full-blooded commentary, I suppose, yeah. I mean, it's part and parcel of being, in quote, the public eye, I suppose. That's the Faustian pact you make for, in quotes, fame, unfortunately. And, and I say fame as you're in the public gaze, so you're going to be subject to criticism. And some of it you might not like. Most of it you won't like, but hey-ho.
Yeah, I have my Twitter spats, like every now and again. I think it's quite healthy sometimes, a spat. If you really disagree with someone, then
give it some fucking welly, yeah.
Every now and again.
Here's the thing.
Make a habit of it.
Could or should a public or, a regulatory body do? Now, come on, everyone, settle down. I mean, they've got no power to do it. If offences have been caused, then the police... No.
You can't stop it because you don't know it's coming. You can't do anything about it. And it's already happened.
If it causes, if a criminal offence has been committed, then that's to be handled by the police, isn't it? So, I mean, I'm not... What can you do?
If it's bad and it upsets you, fucking block them,
For me, I don't believe, like what we're going through in the UK at the minute, where certain types of speech is unacceptable and people are getting prison sentences. We don't want a situation like that. It's words. At the end of the day, it's words. Whilst I don't tolerate just outright, pure abuse, like just for the sake of it, it's not something that should worry anyone too much. If I were a jockey, and I'd probably laugh at half.
And they do. Some of them do respond accordingly, don't they? They repost the sort of, some jockeys do that. You couldn't ride your old woman, you useless bastard, and that sort of is probably a way to deal with it if you're that bothered by it. But yeah, I mean, listen, social media, that's what you get. Yeah. It's called free speech, baby.
Well, just about slanging on to that for now. Bert Doncaster, these are always like depraved usually, but this isn't too bad this week. He goes, what are the bar steward's views on Ludwig Wittgenstein's famous argument, if a lion could speak, we couldn't understand him?
He's absolutely correct.
That's
Yes.
rather good, isn't it? That's. I think he's got that from AI. That's not the sort of standard of question he normally offers up. It's showing off now.
It's usually like feces, isn't it?
What's
Or
the
something.
biggest shit you've ever had, or something? You know.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Have you ever filled a bowl?
Ludwig's got it absolutely spot on there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Because we couldn't understand him because the lion would either speak Kenyan
For fuck's sake.
or lion.
Well, yeah, but
Lion
But what if you were
Kenyan?
What if you were Kenyan? Then you could understand him.
Well, you're gonna speak your local dialect, aren't
Well,
you?
I think your response has collapsed under its own weight there. That's quite an interesting philosophical point, isn't it? We're too thick for this sort of thing.
As I say, if he didn't speak Kenyan, he would speak lion. And
well, if you
and we'd still not understand him.
Quite interesting, is that's flawed us a little bit there. We need to think about that. We need to think about that. We need to think about that because there's a really interesting point there. I'm just trying to grapple with the words to respond. But yeah, really interesting. Well done, Bert. That's a good one. That we like that.
Well, it's better than feces.
Yeah, like what's the most unusual place you've had a wank or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Me standing on top of a car park in fucking Ipswich city centre or something. That's the normal standard.
Kenya, while this lion was talking to me.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah. Yes, very good. We like that.
Chris Pulio's been on. Good old Chris Pull. I'm always jealous of Pull.
Good job,
because he fucking on the rock, on the rock.
Media all day. Yeah.
That's where I want to be. I want to be on the rock. I mean, that sounds a good.
Yeah, Alcatraz is the only rock we'll be on, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
we're more likely on the sausage, lads.
Yeah, quite right. Yes.
He says, off-topic question. PDC World Championship is back. Obviously, they've got old darts.
All that, don't they?
Ali Pally. I don't mind it. So, with long arms being a distinct advantage in darts, who would be favourite between Mr. Tickle and Inspector Gadget?
Well, it's obviously Inspector Gadget, wouldn't it? I mean, because Mr. Tickle would use his long arms to sexually abuse women, wouldn't he? I mean, that's what I've always assumed as a child, that Mr. Tickle was quite a sinister character. He's.
Bill Taylor won 15 titles.
Yes, right.
Yeah, Caravan of Love.
Yeah, hey up, love. Get on the end of this.
Hey up, love. Hey up, love.
Yeah, hey up, love.
Yeah, I love your northern accent.
Yeah, fucking tungsten, this. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, Mr. Tick couldn't draw Fallon Sherrick, could he? That'd be worrying, wouldn't it?
It would be. You'd fear for her, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Really?
Mr. Tickle.
Yeah.
I reckon that was Roger Hargreaves.
The dark heart of Roger Hargreaves.
Yeah.
That was his real persona.
Yeah, sort of, unwanted and inappropriate physical contact man. Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair,
he was at the BBC, wasn't he? He wanted to fit in.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you've got to kind of play the game, haven't you? So yeah, I think
only can't be one of the lads.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Given length of arms of apes and things like that, they're like really long.
Yeah.
Orangutan. Surely you could train an orangutan to play darts eventually.
The trouble is, they get disqualified because they throw shit at them.
Yeah, wouldn't they? Some species would.
Yeah.
Imagine storming off at stage when they've lost and chucking shit at the audience.
Yeah, fucking. We've got to hose the board down for the next leg. Get the carts out, yeah.
Anything that would give Peter Manley an idea about getting the crowd offside.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rap Podcast has been on. Good old Pete. He goes, which characters are you three playing in the Bar Stewards Christmas Panto? Or is this one open to listeners?
King Herod. Your firstborn. Yeah. Yeah.
John, Widow Twanky for you, maybe?
It's a possibility, isn't it?
Yeah. T is silent. Widow Wanky. Yeah.
Just thinking now, like Chris has thrown me off there because I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking maybe not Panto, but Nativity. And
yes.
He's just done me. I'm like trying to come up with a serious, probably maybe innkeeper because
innkeeper.
You're in charge at booze, aren't you? And everything.
No room here, lads. Fuck off.
No room here. Fuck off.
There's a turn on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Quite right.
Fuck off. Yeah.
There's a turn on.
We've booked a turn tonight.
Yeah, we booked a turn. There's a big
dipper
draw after it all. Yeah.
Big dippers.
Yeah, pregnant. Look, piss off.
Yeah. Yeah, quite. I've got room for her, but not for thee. Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I think John would be fab in a Christmas panto.
I think so.
With her twanky, I
it'd be good.
straight away.
I think Scrooge might be a good role.
Scrooge would be a cracker. Yeah, that'd be good.
Scrooge. I always think Ginger Hitler would play a good.
He would. He lives the role.
He
like
doesn't have to act, does he? You know,
method. Yeah. Stanislavski or whatever. Yeah.
Good question, Pete. Producer with not such a good question to finish us off. She's intrigued by this question, so she says the rest of the world depends on the bar stewards burning alive one member of the team. Who would you burn? I've lived with her this week.
This is awful.
She gives it me, so I'm pretty sure on this week's performance she burned me.
Well, yes, but oh, crikey, that's gosh, what a horrible question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's proper full on Wicker Man. This shit,
It is, yeah.
Try to think who we'd burn. I don't know. It's an harsh one, isn't it? If we said poor Nick Davis, because we'd say, well, he's fucked anyway.
Oh, poor bugger. Isn't that horrible? But I agree, I'd burn him, yeah.
Yeah. I would, yeah. Let's all burn Nick. Yeah. Fuck him. John, who would you burn?
Given me current mode, I'd probably sit there with some paraffin and tip it over my head and say it to myself.
There you are. Yes.
Yeah,
volunteers worth 10 pressed men. Yes.
In all seriousness, I'd take one for the team. And
would you?
It's like the old captain of the ship, innit? The Titanic.
Yeah,
you know,
I suppose you've got to go down.
You've got to go
ship,
down. You're all on fucking boats saying,
"Oh, we're on a lifeboat dressed as women." That's us.
Yeah. In your frocks and your lippy.
In a fucking right. Yeah, 100%.
Well, Mike, to be fair, frocks, lippy and beard is a common thing now, isn't it?
It's a strong look.
I wouldn't just be dressed as a woman. I'd have all my washing in a little bundle. I'd be saying, let me through, have all she's got.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, quite right.
Yeah, hope you've enjoyed it this week. It's good to be back, and we're back next week, of course, with the Christmas special. The Barsters Christmas special. We'll be talking all things to do with 2025. Maybe I don't know, make a mock award or something up there for 2025. And we've got Chapman on. Marmite to some is Matt Chapman.
Good value, though. He's always good value.
We don't mind him in small doses.
We'll give him the award, and then it'll save us getting anybody else on.
That's true. Yeah, because save on money, isn't it?
Don't bother nominating for the award. So
well, Nick Lux won the Broadcast of the Year 10 years on the rod. What's Chapman playing at, for God's sake?
Yeah, he's put his finger
Come on, man. Exactly.
Is that why we can't get Nick Lux?
Yeah.
I'm not sure he would be too keen to be put it that way. No, I just don't.
Avid listener.
He's not the right fit, I think he would say.
I think Chapman and Passad are more fans of the show than So Nick wouldn't be, to be honest. But no. There we go. Right, that's it, folks. And we're back next week, Christmas special. And then we've got a Boxing Day tipping podcast. It'll be out early for Patreon members over the Christmas period. Yes. And then it'll be released later at a later date for you people that refuse to pay us any pieces of silver. That's all from us. Bye.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire.